Go time for the showtime. Happy Halloween from the Wicked Witch of the West. I've been called worse. Welcome to the show. We're going to make a kind of a traditional Halloween cocktail for me anyway. It's called the Corpse Reviver number 2. Was there a number 1? Is there a number 1? Why, yes, there is. It's much less, well, there's a lot more booze in it. It's much less sweet and probably citrusy, but just like I said, a lot more booze forward. This witch has poor eyesight these days, so we're gonna refer to our glasses or use our glasses to look up the recipe. So this is a Prohibition-era cocktail, included in the Savoy Cocktail Book by Harry Craddock of the Savoy Hotel in London. Prohibition, of course, did not exist in London, and it is made with gin, as gin was very popular in London before it probably even became popular in the US of A. But this cocktail really probably fell into obscurity because it was old. And in the 80s, we were all drinking stuff, not me, of course, I wasn't legal yet. But in the 80s, we were all drinking super sweet, sugary, tiki cocktails, yada, yada. And it wasn't until the early aughts that bartenders started looking to books like this cocktail Bible, and they found some real gems, including the Corpse Reviver number 2. And in the book, you get a warning. You don't get a warning with all cocktails, but with this one, you do. Corpse Reviver number 2. And they really just use kind of different measurements. I mean, we're going to use equal parts, and they did, but they call for a quarter glass of wine, a quarter glass, which is the kind of Lillet. These days, you can't really find that. So we're going to use a French aperitif, Lillet Blanc. We're going to use a French gin. We're going to use a French orange liqueur, Cointreau, fresh lemon juice. And the key to this drink is really the absinthe. Okay, so it's very herbal, but you're just going to wash your glass with it. Literally, just put a little bit in there, swirl it around, get it kind of coated on the inside, and then dump it out. Okay. So in the book, the Savoy Cocktail Book, the Corpse Survivor, here you go. It has a warning. It says 4 of these taken in swift succession will unrevive the corpse again. Okay, so a corpse reviver was almost kind of like a class of drinks meant to raise the dead, put a little spring in your step in the morning. So really, this is a morning beverage, shall we say? And but too many of them will surely put you on your corpse again. So all you need is a shaker full of ice. I know it's gin, but that's what we're gonna do. First things first, we're gonna shake up the drink first, I think, before we rinse the glass with absinthe. By the way, my boss, I believe, told me last year, my flying monkey, my first Funko Pop, fly, fly. We're not doing the voice anymore. She needs her voice, considering what she does for a living. So you're going to use equal parts. So really, it's kind of up to you, but the recipe that I'm working with calls for 3/4 of an ounce of each of the ingredients. Lillet Blanc, again, a French aperitif, which means before dinner, to sort of whet your appetite. Fresh squeezed lemon juice. It's always worth the squeeze, my friends. Always worth the squeeze. And yes, I did my makeup all by myself. It's actually, you want to talk about melting? It is melting off my face. It's been on my face since about 9 this morning. Okay, lemon juice. We need our gin. I like this gin too. Citadel. It's delicious. It does call for a London dry gin, hence the London recipe from the Savoy Hotel in London. But sometimes I don't like a gin that is that juniper forward. This I find a little lighter, a little more floral, if you will, even if you won't. That's what I like. So that's what we're doing. Okay. Really inspired by this costume, not necessarily by The Wizard of Oz, but by Wicked, the Broadway play that is about to be a movie on the big screen. I'm very excited to see that. I've never seen the Broadway play, always wanted to. I know it's coming to Broadway San Diego. Maybe I'll talk somebody into going with me. I sure would like to. So here we go. Okay, we have all the ingredients in there, and you only need a very little absinthe, by the way, to rinse the glass with. It's kind of expensive, hence the little bottle, but it goes a long way because I don't even know if there are any cocktails where you would use a ton of it. It is also the spirit believed to have been what Vincent van Gogh was drinking when he decided to cut off his ear. The Green Fairy, said to make you hallucinate. Doesn't that sound like fun? No. This is my drug of choice. Okay, ooh, that is, ow, super cold. The glasses have been chilling on ice and in the fridge overnight. Okay, so we're just gonna honestly just put like a little bit of this in here, maybe like a little bar spoon. Just seriously, just like coat the glass, dump it out. There really wasn't even that much to coat out, maybe because the glass is so cold. And here we go. No dry ice this year. She didn't have time. She forgot to pack a cooler and figured by the time she got home, all the gas would escape and she'd be left with nothing. So, and it would have caused me to go out looking like this. Nothing to be ashamed of. Nothing to be ashamed of. But this is really, whew, you can smell that absinthe though. Very anise, licorice smell, and herbal. Like I said, it's a delicious, delicious drink. I do love it. To the Corpse Reviver 2. Again, all you need is equal parts of gin, Lille Blanc, fresh lemon juice, and you need a orange liqueur. I used this one, Cointreau. Cheers to the Corpse Reviver. Let's see how she tastes this year. Yep, that'll put a pep in your step. Really is very delicious. And now she needs to rest her voice. So she will. Happy Halloween. Be safe out there. Go extra slow with the kids, dashing from house to house in cars because accidents are up like 20% and fatalities even worse. And you don't want that on your conscience. We want a happy Halloween. Cheers to you and yours. Be safe. And thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you so much. Thank you, Mike. Appreciate you. And hi, Jim. I see you. Cheers. Happy Halloween, guys. Until next time.